Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Hey y'all, I am back again with another video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Chappelle Roan, and there's a lot of stuff going on with her. Fans are talking, she's talking, it's a lot. If you're interested in her, female rap, pop, conspiracy theories, trending topics, my unpopular opinions, whatever I feel like getting into for real, go on ahead and subscribe, and let's get into this video. Okay, so everybody knows Chappelle Roan, and especially if you're clicking on this video, you have to know who she is. She's blowing up right now. She got a huge boost in her career recently. Like, everybody has their eyes on her. And with that comes hate, with that comes conversation, with that comes a lot of different things. And that is seemingly what she is experiencing right now. So basically, she was like on live. I don't know if it was Instagram live, TikTok live, Twitter live. I don't know. But she was on live and she was speaking about fans and interactions with fans and basically saying that she's been being harassed, she's been being bullied because she isn't doing, I guess, the traditional thing, which is, hey, when she's out in public, people stopping her to take pictures, people wanting to like talk to her, people wanting to touch her, people wanting to do whatever. And she's like, there are moments in time that happen where she's not stopping and taking pictures with fans. She's not stopping and doing different things. And that she was talking about the entitlement that some fans feel. She was talking about the sense of entitlement that, some fans can feel when they meet these different artists in public. They might expect, the artist to drop everything and do whatever it is that the fan is asking them to do, simply because they are a fan, which, we don't know what she was doing. Maybe she had to go do something, or maybe she's having a really bad day, or maybe she's overstimulated. Maybe she just cannot be bothered with the fan in that instance or in that moment. And she feels that sometimes fans can be, demanding or pushy or, want certain things. And so she was getting into that. So I'm going to play part of the live.
I need you to answer questions. Just answer my questions for a second. If you saw a random woman on the street, would you yell at her from the car window? Would you harass her in public? Would you go up to a random lady and say, "Can I get a photo with you?" And she's like, "No, what the fuck?" And then you get mad at this random lady? Would you be offended if she says no to your time because she has her own time? Would you stalk her family? Would you follow her around? Would you try to dissect her life and bully her online? This is a lady you don't know. And she doesn't know you at all. Would you assume that she's a good person? Assume she's a bad person? Would you assume everything you read about her online is true? I'm a random bitch. You're a random bitch. Just think about that for a second, okay? I don't care that abuse and harassment, stalking, whatever, is a normal thing to do to people who are famous or a little famous, whatever. I don't care that it's normal. I don't care that this crazy type of behavior comes along with the job, the career field I've chosen. That does not make it okay. That doesn't make it normal. It doesn't mean I want it. It doesn't mean that I like it. I don't want whatever the fuck you think you're supposed to be entitled to whenever you see a celebrity. I don't give a fuck if you think it's selfish of me to say no for a photo or for your time or for a hug. That's not normal. That's weird. It's weird how people think that you know a person just because you see them online or you listen to the art they make. That's fucking weird. I'm allowed to say no to creepy behavior, okay?
Okay, so that was the live that's circulating online right now that everybody is giving their opinion on, and I wanted to give my opinion on it. So I understand, again, like, because I'm very multifaceted and dimensioned, and I understand lots of different perspectives. So I'm going to start with Chaperone's perspective. I totally understand what she's saying. I totally get it. Because, she's being thrusted into fame. She's probably overwhelmed by the amount of people who love her. There's probably normal fans who come up to her who just want pictures and just want to say hello. And then there are probably crazy fans who are screaming at her from car windows and screaming at her from the tops of buildings and bum rushing her in a way that is like overwhelming and overstimulating. It's like, hey, I love you so much. I need you to do this. I need you to do that. Can you walk with me? Can you talk with me? Let's talk. Let's get each other's Instagrams. Can you shout me out? Like, You know, she's probably confronted with so many different versions of fans that she's probably in a state of overstimulation. She's like, okay, I listen, I just make art, I make music, I put it out. I love performing, I love seeing you guys, I love interacting with you guys to a point. You know what I'm saying? To the point of her art, to the point of her shows, to the point of online. But when it comes in down to personal space and time and energy putting into like physically, it's probably a lot different. You know what I mean? And I totally understand from like a different perspective, not a celebrity perspective, but because I'm autistic. So I I cannot have a whole bunch of interactions with people in general. I get very freaked out, I get very overstimulated, I become mute. I like it's bad. It's bad. I can only be around like the closest people to me, the people who I've known and trusted for majority of my life. But when it comes to a bunch of other people in my personal space, all over me, trying to talk to me, trying to get me to do things, I shut down. I physically can't handle it, but I have a different situation. I'm not a celebrity, but I totally like understand that from a physical, spiritual level. Like I literally can't. So I want to say that I deeply relate to everything she's saying in that capacity. And I also saw like a while ago there was this clip circulating around about her like she was crying on stage saying how like overwhelmed that she's been with her new position, her new, thing of fame and everything like that. So I totally relate to it. Now, I'm going to go the other perspective, which is the fans' perspective. The people, not person, the people who are supporting her, who are like, hey, like, well, you're a celebrity. You signed up for this. This is the type of work that you do. This is what you should expect. This is what happens when you become famous, and it's only going to get worse as big as you become. And that fans want to interact with you as an artist. So I do understand the fans' perspective as well and things like that. However, this isn't 2001, 2002, where we have the paparazzi who are able to come up and snap pictures and do little things to like make the celebrities upset so that they get a good shot of them and they're all in their face. We're not in those times anymore. We don't do that. We're not bum rushing people, we're not harassing people, we're not stalking people, we're not following people, and that is a social acceptable thing to do. We have gone past those times. We are giving people space, we are giving people grace. Celebrities have bad days too. They're just like regular people. They're not always going to want to stop for us. They're not always going to want to take a picture with us. And as human beings who are just a regular person just like you, they have every right to decline taking a photo, decline stopping in the street, to decline being shouted at from windows and buildings. They have every human right to do that. I do get the celebrity aspects. I do get that they are indebted to their fans in a sense when it comes to, showing them love and respect to a degree. I totally get that, but there are limits, and the physical limits are very important. I feel like those physical interactions where those in-person times are very important and they should be handled delicately because you don't know what people's boundaries are. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're a celebrity doesn't automatically mean they don't have any physical boundaries. So it's like they might not want to give you a hug. They might have a physical boundary for hugs. You know what I'm saying? They might not want to take a picture. Maybe they look like crap that day. Maybe they have a headache. Maybe they have somewhere to be. You know what I'm saying? We can't push those ideals onto people. We can't do that. But again, it's not about being rude too. You don't want to be rude to your fans if you happen to see them in public. You don't want to be like a jerk and be like F you, screw off, spit in their direction. No, 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 no. But to respectfully decline something or say, I'm sorry, I don't want to do this right now and just carry on. You can't get mad at somebody for doing that. I mean, you can, but imagine if it was on the other foot. Imagine if you were that person. If you were having a bad day, if you just don't feel like being bothered, if you're a human, and being a celebrity and being an artist doesn't strip away your humanness. It doesn't strip away your rights. It doesn't strip away, you know, anything like that. But I do get, again, like I said, the double side. It comes with the game. So people are going to do this. People are going to continue to do this as large as she gets. And she kind of has to figure out ways to cope or move around it, or ways to kind of, you know, deal with this, because it's going to continue to happen to her, regardless if she wants it to happen to her or not. And this is where the whole parasocial relationships come in, and why it can be toxic to build, parasocial relationships that are too strong, or stand culture, as you want to call it, and different things like that, because it can cause, fans to sometimes be unruly. So it's just a very fine line between, being a fan, being someone who respects the artist, than being someone who's overly involved. But at the same time, it just depends on how the fans go about it. I think that there's a way that fans can go about it respectfully, and then there's ways that fans can go about it and that it's crazy as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into some comments and different things that people were saying in response to this video. Okay, so this reads, Chappelle Roan posts TikTok videos calling out the public harassment that she receives from fans. This person says, oh girl, you just got here. They don't make pop stars like they used to. At least Doja Cat had a number 1 song, 11 cancellations, and a whole country attacking her when she was lashing out. This girl does not have enough talent and is way too new to be talking like this. I don't think it matters the level of fame you have in order to speak about personal boundaries that you have. She's always complaining about something, OMG. Just got her first hit and is already saying no to taking pictures with fans. She must think she's Beyonce. I don't think it's that. I think it might just be the overwhelming amount of like boost of support that she's got recently, and she probably wasn't expecting it, and now she's dealing with it all at once and she's probably overwhelmed. I know I would be. She's not wrong, but Doja Cat got canceled for saying the same thing. She doesn't know being famous comes with lots of sacrifice. Okay, so that was some comments from fans. You guys let me know how you feel. Do you guys feel like she's overreacting? Or, this is what comes with fame, which it definitely is true. That is definitely what comes with fame. So I won't deny that fact. But I don't think she's overreacting per se. Fans can be crazy sometimes. So it just depends on the fan interaction, in my opinion. And again, like for me, I'm neurodivergent. So like I cannot I stay at home. I stay at home or I stay at my client's house interacting like that with a whole bunch of people in my actual face, on my actual person, in my body. Like, no. You're gonna have to back up. But that's just me. Anyway, uh, I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.